It's also, I mean, I can kind of see with a little bit of a meta shift. I don't know. I feel like Nightmare might be actually in a pretty good spot. I don't know. It kind of depends on what they're running. With the Orisa falling out, then, I mean, is Matt Merck still as applicable? The Hog probably not as good. With the Ana being so powerful. Oh, crap. I'm not logged into the server. Let's get logged into the server. Okay. Filling in. Let's see. You had a Hollywood band. Is what I missed earlier. And then for our final map. Hey. Shambali was the band. There we go. All your bands are in. There we go. Let me get logged in the server. Here we go. All right. Let's kick it off. Let's get into this first map. It was Oasis here for map number 1. We'll have King's Row, East Esperanza, and then Cervasa and Watchpoint Gibraltar if needed to round out the series. That's enough copyright for your music. It's time for some Overwatch. Blast Off Buds coming in, showing us a little bit of the Malcolm, which we've seen a lot of here recently. We are getting Aurora and ASU on a Sigma here to kick things off. And I've seen this as a wonderful response. It requires you to get a lot of poke damage in onto the Malcolm before they can pounce. Oh, just like that. J-Man finds the head of Vice immediately right out the gate. And then Dust just doesn't have the follow-up. Does end up getting one on the overrun, but doesn't have any other real reinforcements there to back him up. This should be your first cap going to ASU. There are still some stragglers here hanging out on the other side. Okay, no victory in the lineup tonight, or at least not yet. As we got Sunnyside in here on the hit scan. Aurora a bit ahead of everybody. Very vulnerable position. Not keeping a lot of space between them, and Dust actually gets pushed down into the pit. How does this change things? Iconic. Aurora loops back on this point. Meanwhile, Vice has been able to work around the outside, pick up Angelic. Nice little leap over the rock, but can't escape the damage in the end. Point did flip, so Blast Off do have control at the moment. Sunnyside working up the high ground as Dust comes in with a good overrun. We're gonna get the Kitsune Rush thrown into the mix as well. Anu tried to barrage into this, but Sunnyside was having none of that. That's going to be a Nanode Flux in from the other direction, though. The overrun interrupted it. Absolutely stunned out. Although Sunnyside did a drop nevertheless. This has been quite a back and forth here to kick things off on University.
But that's a weakness too.
Yeah, I don't know how much co-streaming I'm going to get on OWCS. They've already got like 75 co-streamers. I don't think they need mine. Half awake at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, Aurora once again kind of stay a little too far out front. I think one of the keys I've seen thus far beating these Margaret comps and just how fast they can be. I mean, particularly when you start adding, you know, Juno into the mix. Got to keep your distance. Got to put that poke damage in. Angelic does have a great pick here. Could open this right back up, taking Gorilla out of the fight. Orbital Ray ready to go. Oh, Angelic just on a mission to hunt down your DPS. Here comes Anhu to back it up. Meanwhile, Overclock thrown down on the point. This is caught in the cage fight there by Dust. Sunnyside put some damage in, enough for Vice to get a pair of kills on the dash through. They're gonna have to use the blade. It'd be a heavy investment. I don't think you need it. Yep, with Gorilla and Red X cleaning up, we'll save the blade for next fight. You're the only one streaming this? I'm not sure on that, Griffin. There may be some player povs. I know J-Made will stream from time to time. I would recommend just go and checking either the Red Esports Twitter or the ASU Twitter to see if they've announced any co-streams going on. Alright, Bias here with Dragon Blade. Ooh, into the sky. Got one slash there. Finally gets the follow-up. In the behind on the Ana. Got purpled, destroyed there. Not able to get back out, but is able to keep SunDevils off the point long enough. Cap comes through. Shame, too. Jamie got a couple of picks there towards the end. May have been the opening needed. Alas, Blast Off Buds will come around with that first round win. Come away with the first round win, that is. That's with an interesting change. Moving over to the Junker Queen here for the second round. And with that extra speed, there wasn't even a fight for a high ground. They went up the high ground, right back down into the back line. Dust has already got both your DPS right out of the gate. Great opener here for Blast Off. Now, they did trade out one amidst this, but it's still 4v3, and Vice head into the back line, finds Angelic. Meanwhile, Dust will pick up Aurora. 7% already on the board for Blast Off here. We're making the swap. This one get fast and furious real quick. Just holding the line. Vice goes into a 1v2, puts some pressure on the flank. Meanwhile, Dust is able to push forward. See if they can try to create a mismatch, try to create a 4v3 up here. Now Vice is going to come in and join this fight. J-Man goes down as Dust is able to get not just them, but Aurora as well. Beautifully set up there by Vice. As Vice goes into the side room, kind of forces two players back there in the 3-2 split. The rest of the four players from Blast Off push the front, and then Vice dashes through to join him. Creates a temporary 5v3. They leverage that into a permanent 5v3. Very nicely played out of Blast Off. Really nice neutral fight planning. J-Man cleansed off of the Rampage. Honestly, I think Dust is lucky to get out of that one in one piece. Vice not so lucky. Continue to rush used just to keep Dust on this front line, but here comes the response. So anytime with a front line Deadeye, Dust will take down two on the back of it. Let's go get some Dust Pop. I feel like Dust's Junker Queen has just been nasty. Never mind on who's got a blade. We gotta go watch this. This can turn the fight. This is just what ASU needs to get back into this thing. Oh! Burn blue. $99% on the board here for Blast Off. Just need one good clean fight win. We did get 3 ults invested. Here comes an orbital ray. Out of Blossom. Ooh, but the Rampage is huge. And Gorilla is down. Doesn't have the cleanse. Oh, no. But Anhu gets popped in the face on the dash. This is just face planting into the side of the wall. J-Man bringing it back. Oh, my goodness. J-Man and Aurora were here in a 2v4. And J-Man just snipes everybody with the revolver. Another down to the wire clutch play out of ASU, but they are hanging on. Now it's Dust with the Rampage. You think, I mean, even if you just get Aurora with this, if you can find somebody that can't be cleansed, you got yourself a success. Going into the back line. Oh, killing the Cleary. There it is. Got through the Suzu out. Rampage onto Aurora. Immediately 2 kills on the back of it. Sunnyside doubling it down there with the Deadeye amidst it. And just another spectacular Junker Queen play. They're out of Dust. Single-handedly get the carry low, get the Suzu out, and get 3 people purple with the ultimate. Immediately leading to 2 picks. Now Stragglers coming back in to try to keep the overtime going, but it's desperation mode here for the SunDevils, running into a Kitsune rush. I'm going to say, barring a 4-man Deadeye out of J-Man, I think this one is in the books. Blast off Buds will take Oasis in a 1-0 lead. All right, your stats for map 1. Vice leading in both elims and deaths. I guess that's kind of fitting. Kind of fitting. You know what? Live by the sword, die by the sword, so to speak. Dust leading the charge both in damage and as far as fewest deaths. Almost had most elims there. 22 and 4 compared to the 12 and 6 on the other side there from Aurora. And even with nerfs to Junker Queen, we find both of our tanks ended up on that hero, on the JQ, by the time it was all said and done. Hear the happy sounds of invites into map number 2. Get in there while we bring up our bands. It was a Hollywood band. They're out of Blast Off.
Now entering initiating match.
King's Row, picked here by ASU.
Ready for battle.
Interesting to get the Winston here, which of course means we're going to get the Ana accompanying it. Kick things off on this defense. With the Ash Tracer, everybody sitting low ground, except for the 2 supports are back inside the house at the moment.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Aurora showing us the Diva. We've seen a lot of success with the Diva against like the Malga comps. And I mean, clearly can be very useful against a Winston. Poor Dust. Just got picked off before they ever hit the ground. What a snipe out of Gorilla, though. Z Panther drops the lulz. So a lot of progress picked up. It's been slow moving here from SunDevils, despite getting that early pick on to Dust. Vice is kind of hanging out in the back line. Dust is back to take control of the statue. And despite the, well, I mean, the early feed, if I'm being frank, no progress and really no space given. Dust does it again. Dust. Skies are not clear, my man. But Sunnyside continues to click head, so it's a tankless fight here for a moment. Angelica in a bit of trouble, able to duck back inside, but J-Man just gets absolutely destroyed. Nice headshot lands on the Z-Panther. Easy cleanup there for Vice as well, so. Vice and Sunnyside getting the work done here, despite the, both of our tanks struggling to stay on the battlefield. Uh-oh, speaking of, the war may not last much longer. It's going to nade used defensively there out of Panther to make sure they can keep their take alive. Whoop. Actually hit Red X with that? Okay, that was fortunate. You take it. You take it. Yeah, they were totally aiming for Red X. That's exactly what the plan was. Gorilla caught in a very painful sandwich up top, and this will be the cap. Ooh, remember if it hits direct, the conch still does damage. That was a nasty little combo. Look at this. Piling on the kills here. The defense, no chance to stabilize. And this means we may not even get a fight at Bookstore. Especially if these staggers continue to come through. Headed back down into the subway. Vice is trying to regroup with the team. Here comes Aurora. Vice looking to catch the last train to Busan. Oh, the cavalry is in. Oh, and Dust picks up J-Man somewhere in there. We're just wait, what? Oh no! Slipped out of the air and barraged. This is something else, y'all. This has been a fun map. Aurora nanoed up is gonna pretty easily deal with Sunnyside there in the back. Love the awareness from Aurora just to sit there with the defense matrix out. Vice is like, I've had enough. J-Man, gotta love the sportsmanship. Actually, the being complimentary mid-official. Nano boost combined with the purple there. Angelica's gonna go down. The defense finally stabilizes. They've actually managed to eat quite a bit of time off the clock. And Aurora is deep in enemy territory. So you go ahead and use a self-destruct? Okay. There's a primal rage happening over here as well. Ooh, the jump up! Oh, where is J-Man? That's where J-Man is. Spawn room. I'm gonna sit here and just sip on my Earl Grey for a moment. This is wild. What a fun map. What a fun fight we've had so far.
You must like having me around.
Woo! Uh-oh. Vice return the favor. Also has sights. We're just getting the Widowmaker battle at this point. Gorilla, will I die to Widow next fight? Place your bets. Place your bets. I would actually put the poll up if I could time it appropriately. If I wasn't trying to play around a delay. Alright. 30 seconds to go. Sights are up, so all signs are pointing to yes towards Gorilla's question. Aurora with the jump across. J-Man gets Vice there early. Has Dust in their face. Primal to their heart's extent. After eating a pulse bomb, they have to jump back to the rally, try to get some healing. Caught 3 in that initial disruption, but you've got a Nano Aurora on the point holding this down. Sunnyside takes Z Panther out of the fight. So far, Gorilla has yet to get sniped. War stalling for as long as possible, waiting out the Nano on the other side before dropping the Primal Rage. Knowing that things are looking a little more desperate as the Sleep Dart lands, it's just Anhu here holding the objective. Anhu actually gets the kill on the Dust, and you still have Aurora fading off the other 3. Gorilla throwing a nade down on themselves. We do get the stop here right at the edge with about 3 meters to go. Gorilla down to 1 health as Vice gets the kill out of the back line. No, it is the Winston that will kill Gorilla in this fight. We have an answer to that. Now do we have an answer when we get the second point on the board? With the little short dive, the short jump gets the sunny side. The SunDevils get the second point. Yeah, our teams are chatty tonight, aren't they? Our teams are chatty. Redix getting in the head of Aurora a little bit with that pick, but J-Man continues to pop off on this Widow. My goodness. Oh, looking for Gorilla back there? There it is! Gorilla tried to Widow that fight! You had to know J-Man was sitting up there! Car continuing to just, slow roll towards the final resting spot, towards the third point. Dust heading up to the high ground. Fully intent, only mission is to dislocate J-Man. Get J-Man out of this fight any way you can. Needs a bio nade. J-Man drops back. Here comes Dust in. Sunnyside finds Anhu. 10 seconds to go. Defense starting to gain some ground and push up. Purple lands there onto Angelic. It's going to be up to Anhu to get in. Nope, never mind. It was up to Aurora. And they're not able to get there in time.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Excuse me, so sorry.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Vice walking out on a sim. So I decided to stick with this Widowmaker. Okay. I thought I'd just be for the initial shot, but with Anhu on that defensive, Pharah, looking for a little anti-airs. This quick teleport up to this high ground. I like this move. Dust on the Zarya, and it's just hunt down the squishies. Just run around the tank. Try to avoid Aurora's Diva. Aurora just tries to go attack their own back line, but Sunnyside and Red X are able to deal with that. Ooh, but Anhu and Z Panther deal with their own problems. Yeah, that sleep into barrage might end up as a short. That was pretty nasty. Dude, J-Man is having a map. Absolutely on fire on this Widowmaker right now. And it makes it so dangerous for anybody to try to push in. I mean, it's got to affect the game plan of Blast-Off Buds. They'd love to get across. We saw initially they want to get across it up to this high ground. But the way J-Man is playing here, it forces him to be oh so careful. One little move like that, I mean, Redix goes down trying to provide a distraction. How long did that take? I mean, that was like a half-a-second distraction. And then J-Man's already able to get another one. Both your supports now fall into the sniper here of J-Man. And the SunDevils have become the night demons here on King's Row.
No one can resist my spell.
Woo. Oh, another solo barrage on the dust. Ow. Just ow. All right. We got two that have managed to get across J-Man's sight lines. Let's go check in. Yep, Angelic having to fall back. Vice and Gorilla have made it in. Vice is just kind of saying hello there on the front door. Okay, Gorilla just swift step back out. So they've covered the gap. J-Man's less effective. Can't just shoot straight down out of the window. Trying to rotate to this other side. There's the dive up top. J-Man's in trouble, but Aurora has got a primal rage going. That's both your supports. Pummeled down by the giant arms of the meaty Aurora Winston. ASU have gotten this down under 1 minute. And, I mean, not even a whole lot of ultimates here for Blast-Off to work with. All right. Long dive in there from Dust. Sunnyside after the switch to the, to the Ash. Trying to live through Hotel. Was just looking for some sight lines, but doesn't want to overstay their welcome over there. Dust pushing through the archway, trying to find J-Man in the back. Successfully does so. Heading up to the high ground, just barely makes that jump. Not in time to save Gorilla. All right, got a decision. You gonna go for the tank? Nope. Up for the supports. Primal Rage pop. You get the rally out of Angelic. You're trying to prevent it. Nice dodge initially, but the sleep and the purple land. And a quick wave out of Dust as they fly off. Vice is able to get the overtime started, but we've got Aurora nanoed up here. Lands one ult fire down onto Vice. J-Man hits the body shot for the kill. The purple lands, so this orbital ray not doing Dust a damn bit of good as they try to retreat into Hotel all the way back off the point entirely. But Gorilla's able to pick up one on this objective. Blast-Off Buds don't seem like they're completely done with this yet. They're still able to kind of stagger out, spread out. Big Bionade lands in the back, though. Oh, my. Z-Panther might have just done it. Not enough follow-up. The purple fades. The health bars back up here for Blast-Off Buds. Dust to the high ground will eat yet another Bionade, but eventually muscle down the Auto on the top side. Primal out here from Aurora on the point. J-Man still in the window getting some picks. Aurora's down, though, and yep, that is going to be the end of it. Oh, no. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wow. Yes, it's actually cheerly here in Dallas as well, Maddie. It's nice. It's very nice. Long overdue. All right, less than 2 minutes to work with here. Ooh, that's a good dive in on Angelic, though. What a good jump. Just got that right amount of float. The maximum damage off of that one. Just making that look clinical. Okay, so far, it's a really nice job out of Blastoff, but just keeping ASU from setting up any kind of defense on the second point. The cart well past the bookstore, making its way down past the pub as we speak. Yeah, towards this final corner.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
J-Man with sights. Anu has the pull, so it's just momentarily stalling out. They're trying to buy as much time to get this nano online as possible. Get it on the front line. No, it doesn't land. It doesn't land. Aurora goes down before the nano hits its spot. Dust has the primal, and that's just going to be the point. It was really cool the way Anu and Aurora tried to trade off anchoring and stalling to build Panther enough time to get that nano boost online. It was a really neat little trade-off they did on Cart. Nice little micro play, but the kill comes through just at the perfect frame onto Aurora. Worst possible outcome for this defense of ASU, where they don't get the nano boost on Aurora, but it's still spent. And Blastoff struggled to get through that first point, but since then, the defense has not been able to stabilize. Aurora now popping this Primal Rage, see if they can do just that. Bouncing Red X around, but it doesn't seem to be doing significant damage. With Red X staying in the air, you can't get the jump pack damage in, which is such a big part of that. So, I mean, a Red X does eventually fall, but it's not the, I don't know, world-breaking Primal Rage. It does its job. It does its job.
No one can hide.
Wait, how did that work? Does just taking a quick nap through the skies. Apparently likes to sleep when, you know, during travel. I understand. A lot of people like to nap while they're flying through the air. Rally is up there from Angelic, still getting just bullied out of that corner. Rally now up from Gorilla the push, and Aurora actually receives the nano boost this time, but with so many guns pointed at the Winston, I don't know how long this ASU defense is going to hold. Orbital now thrown in from Redix. Pulse Bomb hits the shield out of Anhu. Everything from ASU seems to be falling a bit flat, although I say that Aurora does manage to get one with Anhu kind of stuck underneath after the Pulse Bomb, got into Mega Room, was able to steal that away. This is down to a 2v2 on this point. No healers left for this ASU defense, but they do have this massive spawn advantage. Just need to hold on for a couple seconds longer. 2 meters to go. Overtime is going on. Aurora back on this point with no health. 86 to Primal. Has to drop down. It's a mercy in here from Panther, and Aurora goes down. Now Dust in the mix of things will deny the res. No! Gets the kill, but can't deny the res. Aurora is back. Aurora has Primal Rage. Sunnyside in the back has, I mean, no, never mind. We got in deep. Wasn't sitting on their own side. Was sitting on defensive side. Primal Rage now in here from Aurora as they hold this line. Just over 1 meter to go. 2v3 left on this point. The Primal Rage fades. Z Panther is back. The Pulse Bomb takes Aurora down. Anhu and Panther are holding the cart. No chance for a res on this one. Z-Panther goes for it. No spicy res here today. J-Man and Anhu get kills, but it won't be enough. Blastoff Buds tenaciously hold on and persevere to take map 2. All right. Get you some map 2 stats. It was all looking so good there for the SunDevils. It was all looking so good. We're gonna stop you banned out here for map number 3.
Ready for battle.
We are headed to Esperanza.
Five, four, three, two, one. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
There we go. That's where I wanted to land. Okay, I could not begin to guess. I'm curious. I'm very curious as to the Vice soldier pick. You know, we saw Vice in King's Row visibly expressing frustration, you know, with the Tracer and the kind of luck they're having with it tonight. Now, granted, I mean, J-Man was just absolutely on one earlier. But despite the incredible accuracy in map that J-Man had, ASU just could not quite stabilize on map 2. Good opening fight for him here, though. So, quick little flick there from Anhu. Nice little 3-piece there to close out that first fight. Yes, you shaking off some of that mojo.
Oh, Mons, they have pushed farther than us.
J-Man on the high ground here. So is the Panther, for that matter. We're going to get that nano boost thrown into Aurora right at the very beginning. And Anhu deposited the pulse bomb into the lap of Gorilla. So a quick back-to-back kills. 3 of them, as a matter of fact, are on the board for the SunDevils. And so far, they are staying flawless. I said that just as Aurora got the nade at 20 health. Aurora gets the bio nade. And Anhu comes up with 2 more. So it's been a flawless opening here thus far. 2 fights in for ASU. They've got the checkpoint on the board. Have not dropped a single player. They're going to put the 3 people back on high ground we saw before. Both supports alongside J-Man. Anhu and Aurora hanging out on the objective. Aurora with the Primal Rage to stall if they need it. But got to be cautious of this Rampage. Rampage can just do like 18,000 damage if you're not careful. Particularly if you put an Orbital Ray into the mix. Oh, wow. Just, I feel like there's more red X's than not looking at J-Man pop. It's so impressive. And, okay, so you got to try to turn this corner. I mean, and if J-Man doesn't get you, Z-Panther does. The Orbital Ray has to be used to get around that corner because of that overwhelming threat. You do end up losing J-Man up top. Now it's going to be a fight down low with the rally up, though. Gorilla trying to get the edge over to blast off Buds as they're going to push this bot all the way back to the center spot. Dust throws in the Rampage back towards the bridge. Hits 2 with it. Angelic does have a Rampage into the mix, and Aurora got the nano as well. So Aurora's going to use that to symbol the backline. But you've lost your own backline. Two v one on the point. Anhu's not going to survive the bleed damage. I mean, that's how close this is. Just insanely ridiculous. Anhu has the pulse, so was able to get the kill. Close spawn unlocked. Ooh, did Anhu get it? No, Anhu did not get close spawn. Pulse bomb hits the outside of the bubble there. Whoop. Sleep dart, hit Sunnyside, squaw. Bob coming in from long range, gets Coach Gun back. Did that knock the Bob all the way out? Yeah! What a Coach Gun! Look at how blocked off Bob's sidelines and able to create a safe spot down on the back end of the straight, although Angelic has unearthed you out of your safe spot with some torpedoes like an anteater. Anteater Angelic, that's a title for you. Alright, sorry about that one. Sorry about that one, Angelic. Sorry. Bob throwing in right out of the gate. Dust throwing in the shout. Letting it all out. Go see if they can figure out what this defense is all about. Oh. Vice gets the business into the pulse pistols, but Sunnyside and Redix have strike back. Does just shooting Garor point blank in the back while they're primaling. Who was that? I think that was Gorilla that swift step away. Still trying to follow up on it and gets the final jump damage to find the kill. If that's secured, grabs the Mega. On who finds kill on a Redix as well. On whom with pulse. About 4.5 minutes remain. Still no meterage of any significance here for Blast Off Buds, but can't tell you how many times I've swayed a push map swing in the last 2 minutes. Great Bionade. Just not able to catch up after the volley of headshots out of J-Man. J-Man's now going to put down both supports as well. And all of this in the middle of a Blast Off Buds Kitsune Rush. Great fight for J-Man, getting 4 in that one. I mean, just an absolute legend. Nano is thrown onto Aurora way into the back line. They're actually taking a crap load of damage, yeah. Bit of an overextension on that one. Woo! I saw that headshot. Vice just barely had to put a bullet in Z Panther to get that kill. Sunnyside lighting up the feed as well. Push up to the high ground here. Went out of the close spawn. Looks like the Rampage circled all the way around back behind. Z-Panther and Aurora do get hit by that. And Jug goes down. J-Man goes down from the axe. On who goes down from the shot. Giant cleave through Aurora's face. Dust not giving up on that. No, sir. Not that easy. Push it into the back. Nade used defensively. The cleave through both of them. I mean, that's just an ace for Dust as far as I'm concerned. Redix may have gotten those last 2 final blows, but that was just a Dust decimation of the SunDevils. My goodness.
Barricades moving. Keep up.
2 minutes remaining.
Close spawn. Checkpoint unlocked. This big milestone now behind them. Kind of the safety net from the SunDevils is gone. J-Man with Bob sitting on the right-hand side of your screen. Orbital Ray is ready to go as well. May not need it. J-Man's going to get that pick. Slow has both Anu and J-Man chasing. Gets the headshot. Beautifully done. God, the reflexes are nasty. Whoop. Yeah, I think Aurora regretted that as soon as they jumped off. Completely left the back line open. Now there's no choice but to try and trade out. But with the Discord Orb, that health bar disappears in the blink of an eye. And we're going right back the other direction with 50 seconds remaining. Blast off, see if they can close out the series here. It'll probably take 2 fight wins for them to get this 3-0 and be only the 3rd team to hand a series loss to ASU. Wouldn't be the first time they got reverse swept, though, if ASU is able to bring it back. Blast Off Buds have lost a couple of map 5s this season. Apparently one less than I thought they did, but still more than they would have liked. That's for damn sure. Big fight up here on the high ground. Orbital Ray in here from Blast Off. Vice has already picked up 2. Make it 3. 3 ults invested into that, though. This will take us into overtime with just a Rampage and a Pulse Bomb ready to go. Now, the good news here for Blast Off is we had 4 invested from the other side. Aurora with the swap. 1 fight win needed from ASU to send us to map 4. Nano Boost thrown on an Aurora here to kick things off. The only ultimate in the pocket. Rampage out of dust just in the nick of time to save him. And Vice is able to land the pulse. It's a 2-for-1 trade. Discord on the head of Aurora right now. They're just going to get melted. Dust in their face fearlessly brings them down to their knees. And Blast Off Buds swing this map all the way to take the 3-0. Finish off the season with a 10-4 record. Is that correct? Question mark? Yes, indeedy. Blast Off Buds will finish the season at 10-4. ASU will fall to 11-3. The standings haven't been updated. We'll get to that in a second. Here, let's get to the... Oops, that's tomorrow's match. Let's get to our 3rd round stats here. Oof. I mean, once again, J-Man just... It's an insane performance, and it's just not quite enough. 12,000 damage. Not only the highest of any DPS player, but the highest damage in the lobby. Still, the swing back there from Blast Off. Again, the last 2 minutes, man, I'm telling you. I don't know what kind of theory it is. Maybe that's my first theory. That's Bullskunk theory. Who's ever winning for the first 8 minutes of push is going to lose the map. I mean, it's become more and more of a trend. Where in the last 2 minutes, whoever is down just swings that momentum big time through the back, like all the way through the map. I've seen it time and time again here in Season 3. My goodness. Woo. Well, Blast Off Buds definitely gave us a good match here today. Showed us what they have. Showed us what they are capable of headed into the postseason with playoffs starting Tuesday. Blast Off Buds definitely looking like one of the scarier teams here. So we'll go ahead and refresh these standings and kind of show you what I mean here. I think this is going to be a good depiction of it. So, with a lot of these scores coming in, and a lot of our teams now with 14 matches on the board, we're starting to get an idea of where we fall. Midori just got knocked out because they still only have 12 matches recorded, so they haven't played him yet. So Midori technically is currently still in 2nd place. We'll see if their match today, how that goes. That one's still going on right now. As it stands, Blast Off Buds move up into 3rd place. Remember, they were all the way down here. They were down here like 8th, 9th. We had 9 teams with 9 wins coming into this final match of the season. And with this dub from Blast Off, they separate themselves from that pack. As does... looks like Sakura came up with their win tonight. Amplify also coming up with a big dub, moving up to 10-4. Let's go check in on matches that are still going on before I let you go, considering this is the last match of the season. I want to try to get as close to a look at our final bracket as we can here. Okay, so we do have 2 that have been rescheduled. So these will be the last 2 matches of the season. So we'll have 2 teams that still are sitting on 13. Let's see what we have ongoing. Artemis down 1-2 to Nightmare Unit. Here, actually, I want to go back and have standings up. Whoa, really? Seriously, Frothy, it's your first one as a coach. You've moved into a permanent coaching role now, huh? Congratulations, that's huge. Dude, that's huge. Congratulations. Hey, I mean, your team's looking good. Squad's looking good going into the postseason. Big congrats, Frothy Philly. Big congrats. Shout outs, Coach F. Hey, that's Coach FF. All right, that's Coach FF. All right, I want to say Artemis was right on the brink here. Yeah, Artemis was right on the brink, and they are down in their match. And, I mean, it's looking like 6 wins will not be, or 6 losses will force you out. Impact dropping theirs. We'll see how it goes here. But just judging from what I'm seeing, Artemis are just, hanging on by a thread. Go back and look at, whoops, that's not what I wanted. These ongoing matches. Boot Troop also down there hanging on by a thread to their playoff hopes. Currently up 2-1 over Students of Odd. Tapire actually getting beat by Phoenix Guard. And let's go look at our standings on that one. So Tapire sitting at 8-5, Phoenix Guard sitting at 9-4. So this is just, again, Tapire trying to stave off that dreaded 6th loss as we speak. Up against a tough opponent in Phoenix Guard. And then Midori with a 2-0 lead over Nova. Nova look like with a 9-4 record. I don't think a loss here would knock them out of playoff contention, although I don't have final confirmation on that, right? Blastoff should be a top 3 team during playoffs coming from Cordal. Nice. Yeah, I mean, they look it. They look it today. They look like a top 3 team today. 100%. 100%. Fantastic showing. Dust, my goodness. Dust had a hell of a day. Dust had a hell of a day. God, J-Man had a hell of a day, too. But Dust really stood out. And then it was my first look at Sunnyside. First time I had seen Sunnyside. I was used to the Victory Vice DPS lineup out of this squad. We get Sunnyside in today, and I mean, it looked spectacular. Was going toe-to-toe with J-Man through a lot of that, and had their own big pop-off moments in the hit scan. So excited to see this Blast Off Buds roster in playoffs. Excited to see both these rosters in playoffs. I'm just excited for playoffs. What can I say? I'm just excited for playoffs. Oh, all right. Well, I think that is going to do it for us tonight, friends. I don't want to just sit around and watch numbers move. So you want to go keep an eye on these matches. I mean, you got some things to keep an eye on here. You got some stakes. Boot Troop, Tapire, Artemis, all fighting for their playoff lives tonight. So, all right, but that is going to be it for me. I will be back Tuesday for more NA action with playoffs. We will start then. My final streamed match of regular season will be at least planned. I may try to throw an audible and get one of those Saturday or Sunday matches up, but that is going to be like bonus Overwatch, y'all. Do not hold me to that one. My final planned match of the season will be this Dusty versus Super Shy match tomorrow for MEA Experts. So, you know, if you're around, I hope to see you all there, my friends. But otherwise, that is going to do it for me. Thank you so much for hanging out. All I got for you tonight. Appreciate all the support and everybody being here. It means the world to me, friends. But y'all be kind to each other. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye, y'all.